Let's get our fingers inky again. Welcome in this rabbit hole. I'm Laura and today I'm showing you my currently inked fountain pens. So, right above the camera setup here, I have my cheat sheet because I cannot remember in my head just when I have inked up all of these pens. Today I'm having 6 fountain pens and we are doing both an entry in these 2 books. This is a Rhodia with cream paper. This is my ink journal, my official one, and this is another ink journal of mine where there are only currently inked entries. So as you can see, this was my last entry last month. If you haven't checked out this video, I'll link it like in the info box. And so we are doing another entry today. Currently inked today. Which day is it? It's the 17th of May 2024. So, first, as you can see, these 3 entries, I have done these in chronological order of inking them up. I'm not doing like a switch, like I'm not switching pens officially at March, April, May, like the 1st. For me, it's way better when it's going like fluently. So, first we have this Twsbi Diamond 580 in the rose gold smoke color. I love this pen. This is my kind of first filling of this pen and it's nearly gone. You know, there is a lot of ink in there, or like the ink capacity is very, very high, and this has a fine nib. And I have used this now since the 8th of February, mainly in my planner, in my plotter Bible size. So, by the way, this paper, I have no clue, like honestly no clue which paper this is, but I love it so much. Like, I would love to know which paper this is, but this journal was given to me when I was very little, like, I don't know, like 10-ish years, 12-ish years, some time around that, from my grandma. And so there's no way to find out which paper this is, but this is fantastic. This is the best paper I have used like ever. But unfortunately, like I said, there's no way to find out. It's a really, really, really old journal. And yeah, so unsatisfying, but it is how it is. Twsbi Diamond 580 in smoke rose gold in a fine nib. I haven't done the indication here in the other book. And in here is the Atramentis Cafe Tinte. This is actually a scented ink, and at the beginning I was like, oh, I hope it's smelling so good, but yeah, I don't know. I think the smell, like, it's not bad, but also it's not good. It's just like, it's there. And the color, first I wasn't so fond of this color, but I don't know, this like smoky color. I will not buy a bottle of this, like, for sure. I've had enough of this one fill. It has been a lovely experience, but when this is empty, that's it. So then we are doing also the entry on Rhodia paper. I've already indicated the page here. currently inked 17th of May. Sorry for the like I have allergies, and so if I'm sniffing and you don't like that, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, my that's so like not a nice entry, but whatever. The reason why I'm doing 2x's is actually to see how thick I like the nib has put down some ink. So these two I'm trying to make like the same, and the second one is like as you just saw, smeared, because I want to see like, okay, this is this in smeared. I don't know if you can relate, but I really don't like doing like a thick squiggle line and then smearing. I just like that way. I don't know why, but I'm doing this for a long time now, and for me that's the perfect way to do it. So next up we have this lovely pen, and to be honest, what is there? Oh, okay. To be honest, I haven't used this pen a lot. I don't know what it is, but I love the resin. I absolutely adore this resin. And I love the clip. It's kind of big, but I think the matter is that I have had it in my journal tucked in, and the problem with that is that I'm not using it besides in my long form journal, in my brain dump journal. So with this I've written a lot, as you can see, but this I don't know. This is inked up since the beginning of March. Oh, there was a small hard start, but well, that's because I haven't used it some time. On this paper, oh my god, everything feels so good. And this ink is lovely in there. Like, it's a perfect match. But I don't know why right now I'm not feeling the blue. Which is funny because you will see I have 3 pens inked up with blue. So I don't know why. Well, I know why, because I love blue pens, and this goes together so well. Also on this paper, actually, this nib feels good. I am surprised because last time using this and this pen on this paper with this ink, it felt kind of draggy because the nib has quite some feedback. So I think it's just not fitting together perfectly, but it's okay for a short entry. That's okay. So then next up we have actually my Lamy 2000, and this has an extra fine nib. For quite some time I wasn't sure about this pen. I have another Lamy 2000 with an oblique medium nib, and that one is a gusher. And I love that one so much, but I just can't use it on a regular day-to-day basis. And now that I am using this pen again, because I'm not using both at the same time, the extra fine and the oblique medium, because yeah, I just, even if the other one is actually a vintage one, which has an indication like an L written down here, and which has a much softer nib because it's not a 14K nib but an 18K nib. I'm just using them not at the same time, and now that I'm using it again on basically exclusively at work in a Leuchtturm 1917 notebook, I love this pen. And the clip honestly is so good and like not very noisy to play with, and also the cap is so satisfyingly quick to draw, and also so like it's not loud. It's perfect for work right now, and it's so understated. So I have enjoyed this pen at work a lot. So what do we have here? This is my Lamy 2000, which also I have to tell you, it's so funny because I'm gripping this differently, I think, because this has kind of a sweet spot, and I like it more if my my thumb is like over the pen. With other pens, I'm more like writing like this, but with this, I'm kind of exclusively writing like this. I don't know why, but I think probably it's because of the sweet spot of the nib, and also because of the form of the pen, but I really can't tell you. Can tell you for sure. So this is a lovely experience, and it's so funny also to see the Diamond Blue Black and Palette Urushisuke Tsukio right next to each other. They're so similar, but you can see there is a bit more of this tealy undertone or like tealy color in the Urushisuke ink. And but the Blue Black Diamine ink is really like working extremely well on the Leuchtturm paper. And yeah, the feedback has been nice. Like, I have liked it. I don't know why, but the Rhodia paper always gives me a feeling of drag, which I don't enjoy so much. I have already told you how there's no L in there. That I'm torn with this paper. I will use this notebook because I have it. And I also, of course, like to fill a notebook up. But I'm not the best fan of this. I'll use it, it's okay-ish, but afterwards I for sure will use something else. Maybe even a notebook that I have bound myself, because I have bound some books with the Rhodia dot pad paper, and so, but I'm still deciding. Of course, there are a lot of pages left, and I'm not the person who's just like I am having a lot of notebooks side by side, but I'm not liking that so much if I have started so much at the same time and not finishing them. So next I have my Pelikan M605 in dark blue, and this actually had a different nib in there, but I have bought a Pelikan EF nib in without the without the gold it's just a plain like silver nib and not the bicolor type. So I'm excited to use this because the other nib I want to get ground at the Dutch pen show. I hope that's working out, and I also want to use this nib because if this needs some tuning, I need to know before the next pen show, because this will be my first, and I think for a year or so or even longer, my only possibility to get some nibs ground. And I want to do, like, I want to have the experience in person and not send them away. So I'm hoping that's working out for me. But right now, I'm just trying this nib. I haven't written a ton with this. I've just inked it up a week ago. Pelikan. Oh, this is my first experience on this paper with this nib. M605. Dunkelblau, or dark blue in English. EF. Interesting. This is so smooth. Actually, spoiler, one of the next videos, I don't know, I think it's scheduled quite in the future, but in one of the swatching video that is coming out, this ink has surprised me so much, because I thought I don't like that ink. If you don't know yet, I am doing a destash of quite some ink right now, and two videos I think, or I think 2 videos are out already, where I'm swatching all of my ink collection in 10 parts. And this ink surprised me so much because red isn't my color normally, like especially in writing, but this has surprised me so much because it reminds me of strawberries. Yeah. This is a nice experience actually on this paper. I like that the nib and ink combination is so wet. And also normally I'm going for a match, but I don't know why. I just wanted to use this pen and I wanted to use this ink, and then I was like, that's a perfect match, and I don't know why, but probably because there is such a contrast. So that's that. Next up, already the 5th one of this current ink is my Sailor Pro Gear Fika Cup, I think it's called, with a hard medium fine nib. And I have also inked it. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. That was a hard start. But I haven't used this for actually a week since I've inked that up, so Sailor Pro Gear Fika Cup. And my last fill was, like before this ink, was with Diamond Blue Black, and that was such a crappy experience. That was such a dry combination. And now I have put in Berlin Notebook #1 blue, and I don't know, look at how wet this is. I mean, the feedback, I thought like, oh my gosh, I've made the wrong choice. Why have I gotten a medium fine? I should have gotten a medium, because actually in my Pro Gear Slim in Mania Nuts, I absolutely adore this medium nib. But this is also such a nice experience, And look at how different these three, like these two blues are such close, so close from color, but this is much like colder, and there's also a lot of shading in there. So I like that. I like that. Let's see how it's on, how the experience is on Rhodia paper. This was a really, really nice experience. Like, I love that. Okay, I think I actually don't need to tune this or let this tune. I actually don't even need to like have it like that the flow gets better. I don't think anybody has to do anything on this knit because this is a lovely experience. I absolutely love this. That's so nice. That's so nice that this is working out, actually. Okay, last but not least, I have a very special pen. I have a pen that I have been hunting, and actually I was kind of underwhelmed when it came, but the more I look on it, the more I love it again. I just saw it on the photos, and so this actually is a Leonardo Magnifico SE Carolina Midnight with a medium nib. And this is kind of a new model that Leonardo does. It's not the normal Magnifico, that's why it's called Magnifico SE. And this is like you're seeing a piston filler. There's the ink window, and the resin is actually produced by Jonathan Brooks, I think, and exclusively for Fig Boot on pens. And when the first time when this resin came out, I was not champing on it. I was kind of new in the pen hobby, I think, and I wasn't into custom resins and everything. I'm still not so much, but this, I mean, I don't know why this just got to me. This absolutely got to me. And so I had to have it, and I was checking the Leonardo website randomly, just every day or so, and it never would come out. But there was other models like I don't know, there was a pink one, I think it was called Koi, and some others, but not this model. I only saw this model on one of the posts of what's her name? Oh my gosh, I even asked her. I even wrote her a personal message. Maybe I'll remember later. And she's working for Leonardo, and she had one post where this pen was in a photo, and I was so intrigued, but it only was available at a pen show in the US somewhere. And I mean, I'm living in Europe. I cannot just go to the US because of one pen. So when I saw it, I absolutely like pulled the trigger. I bought it instantly, and I was like, whatever, I'm using special money for that because this is so beautiful. This is my latest pen, actually. So before I'm rambling even any longer, I haven't experienced this pen yet. I have also inked this up last week, but because I'm not using so much I'm using a lot of fountain pens right now, but I'm not writing so much with them. I'm writing with them at work, I'm writing with them in my planner, and then sometimes in my long form journal and my brain dump journal. So right now, also with life and everything, I don't have amazingly a lot of time to experience them. So this is the first time I'm having any ink in there, and I thought, okay, let's do something I really loved the last time in a different pen. And so I put in KVC Honey. So let's see. Oh my gosh, okay, that was a hard start. Leonardo, but it was open so long, sir. Magnifico, oh my gosh. SE, Carolina, Midnight. KVC Honey. I think I want a bottle of this ink because, ooh, this shading, so good. Okay, and that there was some blue on my finger. That's why this, maybe that, let's do another one. Oh, so good. So good. I'm actually glad I went with the medium nib. The fine would have been, I think, too fine right now for me. I need some like range of nib sizes, and oh my gosh, this is a nice feeling. It's also draggy, but this nib is well tuned, very smooth, and it's not as loud. I don't know if you heard it with the other pens. Some really make a sound on the paper. This not so much. And I actually prefer if they're not as loud on the page. I don't know if anybody can relate, but for me anyways. Nice. Okay. Oh my gosh, I want to use this pen more. I want to use all of them, but then I don't have so many things to write down. I need some more reasons to write, I think. Maybe I'm doing a transcription project again. So thank you for watching me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hopping in. I hope you enjoyed this video, which was also a bit of like a ramble, but well, that's me, you know. And I so much, I mean, look at this. I always love them in order of the rainbow. Look at this, maybe even like this, I don't know. This is so beautiful. Oh, these pens, just the looks, they are so beautiful. And even if my color palette on the currently inked, and I really would love it to be like a rainbow as well, even if this doesn't match, for me it's more important to have the chronological order. I don't know why, it's just me. So but yeah, maybe it's just because I can then look back and see, okay, that was already inked in April and in March or not, or whatever. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you're still here, you're amazing. Maybe leave a comment with like maybe inky fingers, because I have inky fingers again. And see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.